Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Wherever you're watching WYTV, because I know it's not only Nigeria. You know, we are in Lagos, Nigeria, but some other people are watching us from Canada, USA, UK. We are connected all around the world. Okay, so you're welcome to another edition of News Review. I said News Review. Let's talk. Pardon me on that. You know, when it's weekend like this, my blood pressure is always going high. Because I feel weekend we need to, like, you know, jollificate, you know, just try to entertain ourselves. All right, this is Let's Talk, and you know what we do on Let's Talk. This is where we, you know, talk about things that you know before. Maybe you need to know more about it. You know, we talk to entertain, to gestimate, to educate, to informate, you know, to give you things or updates on some things that you need to know. So my name is Ahmed Abbas. You can call me Sidon J Omo Yagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. I'm not going to be doing this alone because I have in the studio with me
Ambassador Rochimi Orilua, son of the prophetess, the man who resemble Wike during the week.
But weekend
I'm myself.
Yourself.
Yes.
All right, you know how we do it on this show. Today we brought another hot topic for you guys. You know, this particular topic, I know if you have a guy, a youth around you, call the youths around, let them come because this particular topic is going to, you know, ginger them, and not even only it's not only for the youth too. Even there are some old people that they need to learn from this particular topic. So what is our topic for today? I will give you guys, but before I let you know the topic, the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Herbals and King Victor Nigerian Enterprises. Nokpa Herbal that produces Nokpa Herbal Vita, Herbal Flusher, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Powder, and King Victor Nigerian Enterprises sells all kind of food stuff. You go to the shop 2, Awolowo Market, Shagamu, Ogun State. They are there. If you want to get your food stuff, go there. It did there, 100. You know, say festive season, don't they come so just the buy them down because as Nigeria they be now, if you don't buy food for us, you could just
anything will happen at any time. So
I tell you,
it's better you try to get some food stocks in your house. So
exactly.
The only place you can get there now fundable food stocks is when you go to King Victor
Nigerian Enterprises. Exactly. All right, so our topic for today, but we don't go far, is dangers of smoking to society. Dangers of smoking to society. All right, we all know that smoking is one of the things, you know, that made some people to live low life, you know, but some people said, you can smoke and still enjoy your life. It's part of life. It's part of enjoyment. But then we have a lot of things that make people to go into smoking. You know, when it comes to drinking, some people say they cannot drink without smoking. Some people say they smoke because it goes well with each other when you smoke and drink.
People even say they can't go to the toilet without smoking.
Exactly. So let's see what are the dangers of this thing to the society. You know, smoking is just not for the individual that is smoking. It affects everybody in the vicinity where you're smoking, and that is what people do not tend to know. So that is the reason why we bring this topic up for you guys today. Now let me start from this. Do you even know that smoking is one of the things that promoted cancer amongst us in the society? Because smoking causes cancer, heart disease, and different kind of lung disease. You know, it is being caused by smoking. But then the youth of nowadays, if they should go out, they even tend to do snap, you know, do videos of where they are smoking. They don't even care about one of the disadvantages of smoking in the society. But, you know, maybe because of the technology time that we have now, you know, technology is now growing, developing every day. So people see it like normal life.
It's a normal life for them to...
Especially this our generation. But I want to ask, you know, back in the days, how do you see smoking? Because, you know, it is not just something that started this time, this era. It has started way back.
Yeah, Sidon J, number one, let me come in by saying this. I could remember vividly when I was, I was not too young then. Okay. When Benson and Edges were advertising on this TV station, at the end of the advertisement, they normally write, what they normally wrote to them was that tobacco smoking is dangerous to health.
They write it there,
yes.
boldly.
Tobacco smoking, no cigarette that you are going to buy today, when you check the carton, then they normally wrote tobacco smoking is dangerous to your health. Then too, as time goes on, they changed the topic to that smokers are liable to die young. Automatically, the decision is yours. Though, if not for the federal government collecting tax for tobacco company How come would they have gone to the extent of advertising it on a national TV? But based on the tax they pay, they are paying their dues to the federal government that gave them the permission to do whatever they like with their adverts.
So that's where I'm coming to. That's exactly
you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly what I'm coming to. Like, for the government to support, the import of cigarettes and different kind of smoke.
It is the money that they are making through the importation of cigarettes that makes them to support the advertisement here in Nigeria. You don't get what I'm saying. Now, at the end of the advert, with all those descriptions written on top, written on it, or written on the carton of the cigarette, it is not left for you. It is the choice of you to now choose between life and death. You understand what I'm saying? So, if they could go to the extent of doing that, automatically they are trying to tell you that what you are buying, the more you buy, the more you consume each,
the more you get closer to your grave.
Expect sudden death. So for me, who don't want to have sudden death, I have to stay away from smoking.
Well, thank you so much for that, sir. But then, I need to tell you guys, we have types of smoking, we have type of smoking. But before I go to the types of smoking, do you actually know that smoking could cause COPD, according to a doctor? That COPD is what we call the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yes, COPD, and this includes emphysema. According to that doctor, emphysema is something that can kill you as fast as possible, because it does not have remedy. There is nothing like you buying something, or you using soda water or whatever, or detoxicating yourself. No, this can, once you get this COPD, there is nothing that can stop you from dying untimely. So that's why you need to stay away from smoking, because there is no advantage of smoking to your body, not just 1% of advantage to your body.
Let me add this to it. When you look at the carton of the cigarette today, even upon the description that is written, there is a place there that the art was drawn on there. There was a picture of the art. If you are not addicted to smoking, you see the picture of the art that is not addicted to smoking. The other side, you see a picture of the art that is addicted to smoking. And at least it's different from each other. So it not depends on your choice. But what I want to chip in is this. Not until the federal government begin to see the future of Nigeria, that the future of Nigeria lies in the hand of the coming youth. And how is it going to lie in the hands of the coming youth? It depends on how they plan for the future of the youth that are coming.
Now, sir, when I was growing up, I didn't hear anything like, during the time of Obasanjo, during the time of this military government, there's nothing like NDLEA, trying to curb the habit of.
They were there, yes.
It's not rampant like this. You understand? Like they are not active. They are not that active back then. Not like this this century. Youths are now getting addicted to drugs, which is not
day and night. And I didn't blame those youth. I blame the leaders.
Exactly.
I blame the leaders, because the right step that needed to be taken, if there was a law in the land that when you kill, you face the consequence. Automatically, when you smoke, you should be able to face the consequence. Well, if there are laws that are guiding it like that, I believe anybody can just come to any place or in public places that they wanted to smoke. Thank God for the Lagos State government, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I could remember vividly almost 2 years ago or a year ago that Babajide Sanwo-Olu banned smoking in a public place. You can't just smoke anywhere in Lagos. It's not possible.
Well, still on this topic, talking about the dangers of smoking in our society. Let me tell you this: if you are in the habit, if you are someone that is smoking, or you are the one smoking, please, you should stop, because even if we are praying for good health, you are the one killing yourself. Forget about the conviction of village people, or maybe your enemies, or maybe something. Some of you bring up your untimely death to yourself, because now look at it: smoking increases risk for tuberculosis. And don't forget, if you smoke too much, it affects your eyes. You start having eye diseases, and again, problems of immune system. Your immune system will change.
Affect your lungs.
Yes.
You won't be able to breathe very well.
As I said it, lung disease, diabetes, smoking leads to diabetes. Some people said it is sugar that causes diabetes. I said no.
It is not only sugar. Let me come in again. Let me say this to the whole world, most especially those that are
the smokers,
those that are watching us. You see, number one problem is this: depends on the peer group that you move with.
We are still coming to that, you know,
that
sort of
area.
smoking. Yeah.
Now, when you are learned, once upon a time, when I was in the village, I joined some set of group which are my friends then. I saw the way they smoke. I even joined them to smoke. You don't get what I'm saying? Nobody told me or nobody preached to me that I should stop smoking. Before I stopped, do you know the reason why I stopped? Was that I do watch their advert that tobacco smoking, you are liable to die young. That was
so that means you are talking out of experience.
Experience.
Wow.
That was what
That's
triggered me. I say, okay, what I'm taking is not good for my system. If I continue, if I persist in taking this, I may die young. That was the reason why I stopped. Even when other of my friends are still into it, I stopped it.
I mean, they'll be seeing you like you are out of the norms, like you're not doing what they are doing. So
it's because of the advert, because I'm learned. I saw what was going on in the advert, that smokers are liable to die young, and I don't want to die young. That was the reason why I stopped.
Well, if you're just joining the live, it's Let's Talk, and it's your boy Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. And I've been, having a good conversation with Elder Ambassador Rilua Rotimi here, and he has been telling us his experience while he was smoking. And today, I'll be telling you guys that smoking does not even have any advantage to you as a human being. And let me tell you, we have types of smoking. The first one is passive smoking. And you ask yourself, what do I mean by passive smoking? That is second-hand smoking. You know, some of you, you are not in the habit of doing it. You don't even want to do it. But because you go out with friends and you be like, let me just try it once. Let me just drag once. And, before you know, you understand, you pass it. And the second-hand smoking that I'm talking about here is, I'm not a smoker, but I do follow smokers out. Or I do stay in the vicinity whereby they smoke. So once they are smoking and they are bringing out the flame that you are inhaling, you are smoking indirectly. That is a passive.
Because the air is being polluted.
Exactly.
And what they breathe in is what is going to what your body is going to consume.
Exactly. So that's what we are trying to correct. Like if you want to smoke, don't smoke where people are. You know that because some people are battling with different diseases or the other. They are like, for example, someone having tuberculosis and doesn't know, or someone having this thing that they use inhaler for. What's the disease?
This asthmatic patient.
Yes, asthmatic patient, and you don't know the kind of person. We are just sitting together, and you don't know what is going on with every one of us around you. So you should know that this smoking I want to smoke, I should not do it here. And that's why some landlords and landladies, before they could accept a tenant in their house,
tell you that they don't want somebody who
is are you a smoker? And some will tell lies, and they'll be doing it in their room. No matter how you try to keep smoking to yourself, forget it.
And the funnest part of it, I wonder why people, you see, most of those things that brought my senses back was that, okay, the little money that I was supposed to use for my feeding,
you use it for?
I want to use it to buy cigarettes.
I'm still coming to that because I have something to talk about. Just imagine someone that makes, let's say, that makes 1,000 naira per day. Let's approximately like what the present economy of Nigeria, like a man making 1,000 naira per day. They are making like let's say 30,000 naira in a month. Now, out of the 1,000 naira you are making per day, because you are addicted to cigarettes, you can't do without buying 200 naira pack of cigarettes in a day. Now, if you calculate the 200 naira pack of cigarettes in a day for 365 days, do you know the amount that will result into? And that is the reason why you should know that smoking is not doing anything to you. But at the end of the day, if you now get one disease or the other from smoking, you will now use your money to
buy your coffin, to buy your grave.
Well, that is passive smoking. When you smoke where people are, people that is there inhaling what you're smoking now, that is they are indirectly smoking with you. Then another one is active smoking, and that one is conscious or voluntary smoking. Like you are doing it voluntarily, like you don't even care.
We're not compelled to do it. You do it right from the bottom. You do it
from the bottom of your heart.
The bottom of your heart.
Like you fell in love with smoking.
You can't do without smoking. At least I know a lot of people that at least 10 stick of cigarettes in
a day.
It's not enough. It's not enough for them.
Wow. Even with the fact that they've read it that smokers are liable to
die young is none of their business.
Well, let's go to the source of smoking. You know, everything has its own source. Even Wisdom Yard has a source. I have my source. You know, there's always source for everything. So the source of smoking, you know, we have marijuana. You know, marijuana it's cannabis from all these Caribbean countries, you know, Jamaica, Cuba. You know, if you go to those countries, the amount of people that smokes, the population of smokers in those countries, don't let me go there. But then, you know, you see anything that comes to this country, Nigeria,
we try to abuse it.
Hey!
See, those people, they may have an excuse based on that. To me, they don't have an excuse. But they may have an excuse to say to the whole world that based on the code that is rampant in their weather, that makes them to be smoking. Well, that does not deny the fact that what you are consuming is not good for your health. Okay,
if you're talking about marijuana that because of your health, because of the weather, what about cocaine? Because cocaine is another source of smoke that people don't really tend to, you know, they don't know. Some people smoke it, you know, they sniff it, it's still part of it, you know, so it's dangerous to the body. There's nothing you want to tell me. There's some guys, some youth will say, if I smoke, my game enough far.
Where is it taking them to? It's taking them to destruction. I could remember I watched a video almost 3 weeks ago where a guy, I don't know all this, you know, they were just chatting in the video, the guy taking has consumed Colorado. I don't know what's the meaning of Colorado.
Oncolos.
So the guy, you see the way the guy was acting based on the influence of this drug that he has taken. The guy had to go to the extent unknowingly to go and grab a transformer.
Okay, he wants to work transformer.
Wow. That was how the guy died.
The transformer looks like his girlfriend.
There was electricity in the transformer.
Wow.
No, so those things that you consume at the end of the day, that you did not benefit from. Why are you still persisting in doing it?
Although we have marijuana, we have cocaine, we have cigarettes, we have pipe, and we have crack. You know, some people don't believe that sometimes there's something they call crack. You see, when they are taking this crack, they take it with pipe, and before you know, they started getting, you know, slim, like someone that has HIV. Though you would think it's HIV, it's not HIV.
This one that you are mentioning now, I don't even know that.
Yeah, no, we are still on the street. We know what's up.
What I knew when our one time was just the cigarette, then the tobacco and this Indian hemp. Then you know what conspired me then. Number one was my friend that I was moving with. Then some of the adverts on radio then. I could remember vividly during our own time. It was this Good Leaf and SM cigarette. You know how they normally advertise it. They will say Jaye Orire pẹ̀lú cigar SMO. So I was wondering. I was being triggered by the advertisement.
Like it makes you feel like what is
that? Jaye Orire, which means if I'm here on earth,
I should enjoy myself.
I should be able to enjoy myself. Why do I need to enjoy myself with this advert that is persisting on radio? Take SM to enjoy your. That was how I went into it. Not until one day, my brother sent me a pack of Gold Leaf cigarettes. I'm not here to advertise any cigarettes. Then as I was coming, I was going through the pack of the cigarette. Then I saw it. Tobacco smoking is dangerous to health. Then I recall, I come back to my senses. I said, so what I'm using my money to buy
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous to my head. When I got home, I told my brother, can't you see what you sent me? This is what is written. He said, how long have they been writing it then? He's still continuing smoking, but since that day,
you stopped.
I stopped.
Well, you know, some people will say now Holy Spirit enter you and I make you see what they write for there. But then, even if it was Holy Spirit, at least it helps you positively. You know, so I want to say this for everyone that is on this live, and if you're going to watch it later, I want to count you lucky because I feel this innovative talk on smoking will stop you from doing it. Because if you stop, it's for your own good, not for my own good. Because I don't know you, but you know me. So you know yourself as a smoker. You can't just come like, I'm a smoker. It's not possible. But even if you are doing it on a low, like you're not doing it in front of you, should stop. Because either you do it in the corner or you do it
you are still harming yourself.
You are exactly what I'm saying. So now, let me quickly go to this marijuana. You know, marijuana is a herb used to reduce stress. in the lives of individuals. Marijuana is okay, it's an herb. But then, if you take an excess marijuana,
listen to me.
that is
No, there is no drug that is not useful. But the excess of consuming those drugs is what is against your system.
You know, abusing it.
Abusing it. For instance, now you have a slight headache. You have to go and buy paracetamol. Now you know that the doctor said you should not take more than 2 of the tablets. Now you now went ahead and consume almost 4. At the end of the day, you know something is wrong. That's overdose. You know something is wrong with you.
Exactly. Well, excessive taking of herbs like marijuana can lead to mental disorder, and it can actually lead to emotional instability and so on and so forth. Different kind of things can come up to you when you take excess use of marijuana. So just stay away from it instead of you just using it, because you don't know the amount that can lead that can make you feel uncomfortable. You know, just try and leave it because it is not necessary. Well, let's move on. Let's talk about reason why people smoke.
Well, you know, I've told you my own reason. The reason why I started smoking then, and the reason why I stopped smoking. Based on bad influence. We call some people prayer group.
Yes.
Prayer group are those groups that has more influence in your life more than the influence of your parents. They prioritize you to do what your parent could not even tell you to do, and you will abide by it.
Because you feel like they are my friends.
You call them peer groups. You call them peer groups. So you moving with peer groups that doesn't have any positive influence in your life, it's better you stay away from that group. Most of the people that smoke out there today is because of the prayer group they were into. Thank you
very much, sir, for that. So that is where I'm going to pick my word. Now, formed habits. That is one of the reasons why people smoke. Some people form it like it is my habit. I just feel like let me start from here. Formed habits. You see, there are some habits that you just form yourself. Like, okay, I just want to start running every morning, and you start doing it. So when you start doing it, you feel like I'm gaining something from this. So I'm exercising my body. I think I'm seeing changes in my health status. So now, smoking, some people started smoking from forming it as an habit. Maybe they just feel like, okay, I'm overstressed. I want to get it off my head.
I believe they might have been seeing somebody who is doing it, because you can't just wake up in the morning.
Sir, someone started this smoking. That's what I want to bring out. You can't say, because I've seen people smoking and I didn't do it. Because it's not my habit, because I didn't turn it into my habit. You see, that is, let me start. I'm still coming to pressure group, the influence of people on people that are smoking. But then, that's the first thing. So people take it as an habit, and they keep doing it. And before they know, they get addicted, and it will affect them. Then another one I want to talk about is to feel among. You know, that is exactly your whole point. You know, when you want to feel among your
colleagues, yes, okay, let me do what they are doing, so they will not call me Egbe. We do call them Egbe during our own period. Yes, you only move with us, but you are not part of us. We have people like that. Whenever you are coming in their midst, if it doesn't belong to them, though you are part of them, you are
even if they are having a conversation
before you just stop the conversation and show turn the topic upside down, because you do not belong to what they are doing.
Exactly.
That will influence them. But once you belong to them, no matter what they
are doing, you will join them.
You join them.
So, there's another that says, the two say
not all the agutons.
Exactly, because
not all the agutons, not all the chiefs.
I'm proud of myself.
It's only because the sheep wants to go into it. That is why.
Exactly. Well, the next one is to boost ego. Now, let me tell you something. You cannot use smoking to boost your ego. You know, I do ask people, they say musicians, before they can, go to the stage to sing, they have to get on a high level before they do what they want to do. But I want to tell you something. Not all musicians take drugs before they go on stage. It is what you have believed in that will ginger your spirit. You know, if you believe it is until when you smoke before you can perform well to your fans, so be it. If you believe you can do this normally without even taking anything, so be it. So if you don't say you want to smoke because you want to boost your ego to do something. I have some guys that when I was in school, back then in the university, they would tell me they cannot write exam without smoking.
Okay, now let me comment by saying this. We have a lot of problems that the country is facing now. Likewise in the family, we have a lot of problems that we are facing. I mean, I think many of the times I see a lot of people going to bars to drink based on their family problem. They say they have a problem at home, maybe due to the inability.
Just to ease the problem. Just to
ease the tension of the problem. Now you went ahead, you drank from the bar, you went back home. you slept, immediately you wake up. What happened? The problem comes
Again.
Because your smoking and your drinking will never take away the problem. The only thing that will take away the problem is to challenge the problem.
I got that from you today. The only thing you can do to to face a problem,
to overcome
or
the problem,
to solve the problem is to challenge the problem. So when you challenge it, you will know which way to follow, to get rid of the problem. Well, thank you so much for that again. So another thing is, some smoke to cover up inferiority complex in them. The inferiority complex, like they are feeling like, if they see me smoking outside now, how will I feel? Let me smoke inside. Let me smoke indoor. Let me just be doing it on a low.
Automatically,
so that
you know right from the conscience of your heart
that
what
it is
you are
not
doing
good.
is not good.
Exactly.
So it's better not to do it. What you cannot do in public is you see, a lot of people comes to me for counseling. You drink and you go to church. When your pastor is coming, you hide what you are drinking. Forgetting that the God in you.
Even some pastors drinks and smokes.
Don't let us go there now. Let's talk on those people that goes to church that drink. When your pastor is coming, you hide, forgetting that the creator of heaven and earth is in you. So it's better you let the pastor know that you are a drunkard.
So that he can change you.
So he can change you. So he knows where to start a sermon whenever he's preaching on Sunday. So he can balance his message. Not that he will see you as somebody who is holy. At the end of the day, those that are coming to church for the first time as a sinner, he will now begin to preach for repentance. So he must preach the repentance to the whole church, based that he knows that you are a drinker.
Well, the last one we are going to talk about on the reason why people smoke is because some people smoke because family, friends, or colleagues does it. For example, you're working in a company whereby
that's peer group or prayer group.
Exactly, like people that is around you does it, so you feel like it is normal. My papa they smoke now. My papa smoke. Okay, enter 120 years, he not die. So why would I smoke? And you started, but you don't know what your papa they do. If your papa they smoke in front of you, if you know they're addicted, you understand? Because some people feel like because they see someone doing something, they can do it.
They can do it. You don't know what is affecting the woman. You don't know the kind of signal that is in the life of that person.
And I want to tell you that this our body system is different.
It's different from each other.
Yes.
You will remember vividly when Paul was saying to Timothy, I'm sorry to have chipped in this. He was saying to Timothy, based on the infirmity in the life of Timothy. And I said, okay, take little of wine at least. That will ease the tension of the disease or the problem in your system. Now, a lot of Christians now go out there drinking. When you now, but you are a Christian now, you are this, you are that. You say, I've forgotten that Paul said to Timothy
in the Bible.
In the Bible that you should take little wine because of your infirmity. Now, can you now pray that the kind of infirmity that was in the life of Timothy, that God should give you so you can be drinking?
Well, if you are in the habit of smoking and drinking, that too much of everything is bad. Even if you eat too much, it affects you, that you won't be able to work. Even if you drink too much of water, it affects you. So too much of everything is just bad. But when it comes to smoking, just forget about it. There's nothing good about smoking. At least when you eat, it still gives you strength and make you feel healthy. But you see, smoking does not have anything to do with your body system. Just stay away from it because it is bad. It is not good for you. Totally bad. So let me tell you this: smoking causes it develops lung cancer and colon cancer, then brain tumor. So smoking can actually make you go mad. Before you know, you will just land for yaba left. No time to check time. And your family will be like, I saw a video of a small boy today on Instagram smoking gum. Like he was inhaling gum, or fagun. That's small boy. He was not saying enjoy, move to police station. I was like,
those people that are videoing this guy, who are those people videoing this
guy?
They
caught him. No, they caught him. They collected it from him and he was begging them not to take him to police station.
The guy might have been influenced by somebody.
Exactly.
Because he can't just wake up and say, I want to take this thing. Why you have not watched somebody who has been taking that thing? You understand what I'm saying? These are some of those things that our federal government needs to look into.
They cost everything. Because even them, they smoke too.
Most of them smoke. Most of the policemen too smoke. All this NDLA that is going after drug cartel, they are into it together. So you people that are there fighting drug addicts, you must live by example.
Exactly what
I'm saying. See the example in you. If there's another, you see, there's a proverb that says the anointing flows from the top to the down. When the head is okay, the rest of the body is okay.
Well, that is it. When the head is okay, then the rest of body will be fine. This is where we are going to be ending it on the show today. I feel today you've learned one or two from this particular topic, and to tell you, this is how we are going to be bringing this kind of topic for you guys to enjoy and to educate you, to informate you, to let you know something that is good for you and that is not, okay for you. My name is still Ahmed Abbas Olatunji. You can call me Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're just joining the live, is Let's Talk, and you can watch this show countless times for you to learn one or two from it. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ilu Arotimi.
Thanks for having me.
Always, giving us that all these old, innovations. I love it.
Illustration.
Yeah, exactly. You will always, refer to the past, and that is okay for us. All right, so we'll see again on Let's Talk, and don't forget that the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abbas and Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises. And big shout out to the CEO of Wisdom Yard Nigeria Limited, talking about Prince Omoba Adeleke Noah Oshin. Thank you so much for always being there for us, sir. We'll see you again next time. Be good and have a good weekend. Bye.
Nokpa for management of